Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsnews.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on review of the Oppo R5. So the Oppo R5 is now officially the world thinnest phone because this phone has actually broken the record of the Gionee S5.5 and the Gionee S5.5 new version, which is going to be 5mm only. The earlier version, which is 5.5mm, is something which is thicker than this one, as this phone is only 4.8mm in terms of the thickness, which is the unique point of this particular phone. As you can see, it is very thin. It is approximately 3 coins or 4 coins in terms of thickness. Small 25 paisa coins you can actually use, or in terms of cents, it will be approximately 3 cents stacked together in terms of thickness, which is 4.8mm approximately. So this is how the phone look like. Again, it does not look cheap. It does not feel like a cheap phone in any way because this is a completely a metal phone. We have metal edges, so it is a metal frame which is single piece of aluminum, which they have actually told us as far as information is concerned for the metal which has been used. So it is a single frame aluminum magnesium alloy which they have actually used to have this phone, which actually holds the entire body together. At the back side we can see stainless steel being used, so we do not have glass at the back, which is so with steel at the back side, it will give you a better cooling. Especially you might experience slight more heat, but again, glass is also a good conductor of heat. Metal is definitely a better conductor of heat, but as per the information which we have got from Oppo, they have actually taken care of the heating part. So we will basically tell you about that in detail once we do the full review of this phone. So this is the Oppo R5, which looks very good, very premium in terms of the overall finishing, and the build quality is something which is top notch. So even when it is a very slim phone, it does not feel like a cheap phone. So the weight of the device is around 155 grams, which is again fairly good. I would say very comparable to the other phones which we have seen with this much of display size, which is 5.2-inch not a super AMOLED, but an AMOLED display which we have on this phone, which does give you great viewing angles, and the color production is also something which is very nice. The black does look very good, especially on this device with the AMOLED display. It is having a high definition resolution, that is 1920 into 1080, and we have a 423 pixels per inch density on this device, which makes sure that you do not notice any pixelation on this device even when you take a closer look over the display. As far as chipset is concerned, or the processor is concerned, we have octa-core processor on this device, Snapdragon 615 1.5 GHz octa-core CPU which we have on this phone. This is MSM 8939, which is the chipset model number. We have 2 GB of RAM on this device, and when it comes to the internal storage is going to be 32 GB and 16 GB. We will just confirm which model which we have actually as of now. Talking about the front camera is a 5-megapixel fixed focus camera. We have the proximity and metal light sensors over there. We have the nice metallic earpiece below the glass. The front glass actually has some kind of screen protection or not, we are not sure as of now, but we will confirm that later on. And on the front we can see that we have the nice metallic earpiece below the glass, and on this side we have no connectivity, no ports. We have a SIM card tray slot over there which will accept a micro SIM. This is a single SIM device. It is not a dual SIM phone. At the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and we have a primary microphone on this device as well. When it comes to the secondary microphone, we do have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation. We also have an LED flash over there, and the rear camera which we have on this device is a 13-megapixel camera. It can record high definition video. On this side we have the power and sleep key and the volume rocker, and both of these buttons are metallic buttons. They give you a good amount of feedback. The metal finishing on the edges is also very nice. This is making the look much more premium. As far as the front is concerned, the front has these touch capacitive buttons which do not have backlit LED. So there is no backlit LED on these buttons, and this is something which I can confirm as of now because I do not see it. They are colored in silver so that you can see them, but you might not be able to see them in dark room. So this is how the display look like. Let's take a look over the overall form factor first of all. So in terms of the overall form factor, this phone does not feel like a very big phone to hold in one hand, although it is slightly bigger for one-handed usage. So one-handed usage will go for a toss to an extent, but still you can use this phone with one hand. The weight is light enough, and the thickness is something which makes this device definitely exceptional as compared to any other smartphone out there in the market. Talking about the phone dialer, this is how the phone dialer look like. As you can see, this is a kind of a different kind of phone dialer which we have on this phone. A stock one, not a stock one but a custom one, and you do not have the option of making a video call. Again, this device is also running color OS ROM on top of Android, which is making the look and feel different. Here we have the settings, and I can show you the settings as far as version of Android is concerned and other things. So as far as settings are concerned, the model number of the device is Oppo R8106 and we have Android 4.4.4 KitKat. We have 1.5 GHz octa-core CPU on this device, 2 GB of RAM, and out of 16 GB inbuilt memory which we have on the phone, we have 10.99 GB. So 11 GB is something which you will get on this device as far as free storage available to the user is concerned. We do have the option of updating the version of Android on this device with the help of system update. So over there you can actually update the version of Android. Let me just show you the storage scenario again. So over here we have the storage scenario. When it comes to micro SD memory card slot, we do not have that. So this device has an inbuilt memory of 11 GB available to the user, and again this memory cannot be expanded and you cannot use a micro SD memory card on this device to expand the storage. Talking about the display, I can show you the display settings as well. We do have support for automatic brightness as well on this device, which is a good thing. And when we do have different kind of wallpapers are supported, but video wallpapers are not supported, you can also enable the battery percentage and you can show the network speed as well and the status bar at the top in case you would like to do that. Let me just go into settings and show you some more things related to location. So you do have GPS navigation also supported on this device. So GPS navigation can be done on this device without any issues. We do have support for tethering as well. So you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this device and you can have support for USB and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. You have support for Wi-Fi direct and wireless display is also supported. So all these things are there on this device, which is a good thing. So in terms of functionality, there is no problem with the device. It is a pretty good device. I would say this device is slightly better in terms of the build quality and the overall look and feel as compared to the Gionee S5.5 which we have seen earlier. But again, we will take a closer look once we have this device for review and we will compare it with the Gionee S5.5. I do not have a Gionee S5.5, but again this device may not be lighter but definitely thinner than Gionee S5.5. This is something which I can say. One thing which you can notice is that the camera part is actually bulging out above the surface of the phone, which is the case. So in case you ignore this, then only the thickness of the device is 4.85 millimeter. Otherwise, if you take this thing into account as well, then the camera is actually increases the overall thickness of the device if you measure it with this particular specification till the camera thing. Apart from it, if we talk about the battery, we have 2000 mAh battery on this device and it should give you around 1 day battery backup. It is having a AMOLED display, so color reproduction is something which is really nice. As far as viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles as you can see is also very good. On this device you can see the display from almost any angle without any issues. Let me just show you the camera interface. So this is how the camera interface look like. It is the same camera interface which we have seen on the Oppo N3 as well. So this is the new camera interface. We have a lot of new options, although this one does not have auto panorama, but it does have a normal panorama mode as well on this device. You have a slow shutter mode as well, in which you can record slow movies, slow motion movies basically, and you have ultra high definition recording also supported on this device, which is a good thing. So you have a ultra high HD mode as well. It can actually take photos. It is a kind of a HDR mode you can say, and it does give you photos with good colors. As far as settings are concerned, I can show you the settings for the video. So this device can record high definition video at 1080p. At HDR mode, it can also record the video. It can record slow motion video as well. At 720p video can also be recorded normally as well. The camera resolution which is scaled up on this device is 24 megapixel. You can take up to 50 megapixels as well, and this is some kind of oversampling, although the camera is 13 megapixel, but they actually take couple of pictures and they clip them together and they call it 50 megapixel and 24 megapixel. That's how it actually is achieved. We do have a shutter sound which you can enable and disable. All that can be done. When it comes to the camera resolution, as far as photos are concerned, I can show you the photos. So photo resolution can be selected either 24 megapixel or 50 megapixel, although the rear camera is something which they have specified as 13 megapixel. So you will only get oversampling images, which is going to look good, I guess. Let me just take a photo from this device and to show you the overall performance of this phone as far as camera is concerned. So we have the iPhone 6 over there, which I'm going to take a photo of, my iPhone 6, and again we are going to take this photo in a hall where we do not have sunlight or any source of natural light. This is artificial light falling on this subject. Let me just take this photo. So the photo has been taken. Again, it has been taken in the HDR mode. That is why it has taken some more time. Otherwise, it does not take this much of time. And as far as clarity is concerned, clarity is something which I really like on this device. The clarity of the text is very nice and the color production is also very good. So rear camera can perform pretty good in low light as well, as you have seen just now. When we talk about the front camera, this is how the front camera view will look like. And again, the front camera is a 5 megapixel camera which can do high definition definition video recording, and you can do a high definition video call as well with the front camera. The resolution at which it can capture the photo is going to be 5 megapixel or 2 megapixel. 5 megapixel is 4:3 and 2 megapixel is 16:9. So in terms of the overall camera department, I can say that the camera is a pretty good camera which we have on this device as far as front is concerned and the backside camera is concerned. Let me just take a photo of myself and I can show you the clarity of the same. So we have just taken the photo and I can show you this photo as of now. It does have face detection, and let me just take this photo again. I think it was not taken properly previously. Let me just take this photo again. So we have taken the photo, and this time the photo has came out to be pretty good in terms of the clarity, and it has also applied certain amount of beautification to the photo so that your face looks good. You do not see any scratches or other things, especially on your face in case you have it, or any of the pimples or something. They will basically get hidden to an extent, not completely get hidden, but they will get removed to an extent in the photo which you will take from this device. You have a beautification mode as well, and the camera quality is something which I really like in terms of details as well as in terms of the color reproduction. So camera is good enough on this device. Let's take a look what else we have as far as this device is concerned. We have all these applications which are coming pre-installed. We have a file manager, we have a lock now application which allows you to lock the phone by just tapping on it. You have some other applications as well. Again, we do not have application door, and we do not have more application or huge number of application coming pre-installed on this device, which is good, and the available amount of storage is also good. We have the messaging application over there, and this is the kind of messaging application you will get. It is not the stock Android one, it is a custom one, and the keyboard is also custom one. It is a swipe keyboard which does give you the functionality of doing swipe to type. So swipe to type is supported on this device, which is definitely a good thing. And as far as typing is concerned, typing is not at all a problem on this device. You do get a pop-up as well of the key which you are pressing, and you can always do continuous input typing. In case if it is not comfortable, you can always type on this device in landscape mode. Although the 5.2-inch display does give you pretty big space basically to type on this device as far as keyboard is concerned. So this is definitely a good thing which we have on this device. Apart from this, we do have Google Chrome browser which is coming pre-installed, so you can use Google Chrome as a default browser on this phone, which is definitely a good thing, and it will also support TD-LTE. So it might support the LTE in India. So it will support FD-LTE, TD-LTE, but we are not sure about the band. It might support the 1800 megahertz band once you buy it in India. So let's see when that happens and when it comes to India. In all, I can say that this device is a pretty good device in terms of the overall price they have set. Again, this price is definitely costly if you compare it with the pricing of the Xiaomi S5.5, which is easily available for approximately 18,000 rupees in the market, whereas this is going to cost you $500, which is the global pricing. Even if you convert this price, this is much higher than the price of the Xiaomi S5.5. So in that particular scenario, this device is definitely costly as compared to Xiaomi S5.5. In terms of build quality, there is a difference. I would say the build quality is slightly better on this one because they have used metal at the backside, whereas the Xiaomi S5.5 has glass at the backside, which is again good enough in terms of the overall build. It does not break easily, but this is something which is a better feel. This is something which is a better premium look and feel as well, which you will get on this phone as compared to the Xiaomi S5.5. If you compare the R5 with Xiaomi S5.5 or the other variant which is 5mm, it is again thinner. It is the most thinnest phone as of now till today, as from any smartphone company as of now. So the thinnest smartphone now is not going to be the Xiaomi S5.5. This is going to be the Oppo R5, which is the thinnest smartphone, and I really like this phone in terms of the build quality. I really like this phone in terms of the camera. The overall form factor of the phone is good. The overall grip of the phone is also very nice because we have glass because we do not have glass at the back. So heating is something which I am not experiencing much, which is something which I really like. Although metal is also a good conductor of electricity, but Oppo has actually taken care of the heating part on this device. This also has the VOOC charging. It comes with the VOOC mini charger, which allows you to do fast charging on this device. Within 30 minutes, you can get around 2 hours of battery backup, 2 hours of calling time basically on this phone if you charge this phone for 30 minutes from zero, which is something which they have actually told us. So let's see how that actually happens. We will test that scenario once we do the full review of this phone. This is all we have as far as the quick hands-on review of the Oppo R5. We really like this device. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.